What is up, you guys? Max back here with another video, and I've got somewhat of an exciting video for you guys here today. I recently had the awesome opportunity to take a look at and drive a 2021 Jeep Wrangler, and I'm making this video to give you guys my unbiased thoughts and opinions of the car, as well as my first impression, sort of a review, but also answer the question, is this car worth it? For a car that starts at around $28,000, is it worth it to take a look at? That's the question I'm going to be answering in this video, so let's get right into it. On the left, you guys can see a 2014 Jeep Wrangler. It is the same color as the 2021 on the right. Now, the 2014 on the left is actually my mom's car that I've had a chance to drive for the last little while. So this video also gives me an opportunity to see what has changed in the last 7 years for this car. Now, I'm going to start off by talking about the exterior of this car. Now, I believe it's pretty simple, so I'm not going to talk about this too much. I believe you either like this car or you don't like this car, at least as far as the way it looks. You guys saw the comparison side by side from the 2014 and the 2021. Not much has changed over the years with the Jeep Wrangler, and I've heard some people call it a refrigerator on wheels, and some people say it looks just like a G-Wagon, and they love the way it looks, and I believe generally most people like it, and personally I think it's an aesthetically pleasing car, so I'm going to leave that up to you guys. You guys can take a look and judge for yourselves, but let's move on to the next topic. So quickly, let's talk about the engine that's in this car. You have three different options: the inline-4, the V6 that is in this car, or now you have an optional V8. So yes, you can get a V8 in a Jeep Wrangler now. It has 470 horsepower, and that's the one thing I believe this car is lacking. Although it has 285 horsepower, it's very heavy, and you could call it a slow car, although it does move pretty well considering its size. Definitely, I can't imagine being in that V8. So this car, like I said, has 285 horsepower and it has a V6, and I'll let you guys get a listen to that right now. I'd like to note that this engine does come with ESS technology, which means when you come to a complete stop, the engine shuts off and then it reignites when you're ready to take off, which I highly dislike and found highly annoying, but you can turn this off, and this is getting more and more common in newer cars, so just wanted to make note of that. Now let's talk about the Sky One Touch Power Top, and this is quite possibly the best feature about this car and is certainly my favorite feature about this car. Now it is as the name suggests. You press one button and the top goes all the way back, and then when you're ready to put the top forward and close the roof, you press the same button and efficiently the roof comes back and locks by itself, which I think is super cool. Now this is a $2,000 option that I saw on the Jeep website when I went to make this car online, but I definitely think it is well worth it because not only is it quick and easy, you can put it up and put it down quickly, but also every season you don't need to change it. Whether you have a hard top or a soft top, you no longer need two tops, right? So that alone makes it well worth it for me. Definitely something to consider if you're optioning out this car. As far as the interior goes, I thought it was pretty nice. You guys can see it had a nice leather steering wheel. Quality seemed pretty good. Had a nice push to start button, as we see is very common in newer cars. A digital dash that looked beautiful, and the buttons as far as the windows and things like that felt pretty nice. A little bit better than my mom's 2014 Jeep, but nothing special overall. And then you guys can see it has a nice 7-inch display with an awesome crystal clear reverse camera. I'd also like to note that the touchscreen was pretty responsive, but now onto the fun part. I'm going to drive the car and give you guys my thoughts. So as I mentioned earlier, I had some experience driving the 2014 Jeep Wrangler, and this driving experience was pretty similar. This car has leather seats, and I felt pretty comfortable and secure in the seat. Now, this car, it rides pretty stiff and is a little bumpy, just like the other Jeep Wrangler, and I'm sure all Jeep Wranglers are, but at the same time it has sort of a smoothness and a secureness about it that I can't really explain on video or just talking about it. You guys would have to definitely get in one and understand what I'm talking about, but it's bumpy, as you guys can see the camera jumping around, but at the same time, like I had mentioned, it is very smooth as well. Now this car gets about 22 miles per gallon combined, and I feel like that's not too bad considering its size and it being an SUV type of car at the end of the day. But my real question was, is this car something I could see myself driving every day, something I could daily drive? And I definitely think it is something I would love to drive. I feel pretty comfortable in it, pretty safe in it. Not only that, but if the cars you're looking at getting, like other SUVs and things like that, you're going to have a lot more fun in this car, especially with it starting at $28,000. It's a pretty competitive price for a four-door car that you could fit the whole family in, but also it's going to be great in the winter. You could have a lot of fun in it. Like I said, you could take the doors off, take the roof off. You can customize it to your liking. and I just feel like you're definitely going to have a lot of fun in this car versus just a regular SUV. No disrespect to any other car, but I definitely feel like this is well worth the price when you consider what you're getting. Not to mention, you can take this car off-roading, and this particular car is four-wheel drive, so you can get it in four-wheel drive. So depending on where you live, it could be a great car for the winter. Like if you live in Chicago, New York, any place that gets a lot of snow, this is going to be perfect. Now, this is pretty much going to be the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this was helpful, and if it was at all helpful, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.